I think my hair is at the top frizz right now, which means that it is summer. So let's do our summer favorites. And I'm going to do faves and flops this year. And one little tidbit of gossip. You know, I love skincare, so I'm going to get right into the first thing that has been an amazing fave find from Dollar Tree. These are the eye patches. They're the vitamin C brightening jelly eye masks. I have fallen in love with them. They work so well in the morning. I did a video about them to talk about it because I was surprised by them. And I really like them a lot. They have a tiny little spoon and there's 40 little eye patches in here. So one for each eye. And they're really meant to be worn, I guess, used twice a day for the massive like brightening effect. I really find them very effective in the morning, and it makes your eye makeup or non-eye makeup, it just makes the under eye area really lovely and smooth. And it has been brightening the under eye area as well. I have a little bit of darkness right here and here. That's just from sun, where the sun really is hitting right where I'm smiling right here, right at the tops of my cheeks, the bottom of the like under eye skin. That area is so vulnerable, and I try so hard with my sunscreens and to make sure it's protected, but I have super oily skin, so sunscreen does wear off really quickly for me, especially if I'm kind of matting down the oil throughout the day. These have been really a surprise, wonderful find, and a definite summer fave. The other one for the summer that I'm loving is this Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors plus Beta Glucan. I was using the other Ordinary moisturizer. It's a thicker one. I always forget the name of it. I think it was probably their first moisturizer that they came out with, and I really liked it a lot. But I do have several issues with breakouts, acne prone skin, clogged pores, and I found in the summer that one's just a little bit too heavy for me. So this one being a gel formula, and also has a lot of like safe ingredients for acne prone skin and oily skin. We still need moisture. Even if you have oily skin, you want to kind of like calm that down with products that provide moisturizer but don't add to the oil production, if that makes any sense. In the past, I had thought, oh, my skin's so oily, I don't need any moisturizer, but I've learned my lesson, and it's, you know, something that you try different moisturizing products and they make it worse, but this one has been so fantastic. A wonderful summer find. You can use it under your eyes as well, and it doesn't interfere if you have any type of under eye makeup. I highly recommend this. Being very fair skinned means I burn super easily, but it doesn't matter if you have fair skin or not, you still need SPF protection if you're out in the sunlight a lot. Some of us burn a little bit easier than others, and this is one of my favorites for the summer, the Biossance SPF 30 Squalane and Zinc Sheer Mineral Sunscreen. It is so nice, especially if you have oily skin, acne prone skin. It's good for any skin type, but just so you know, if you have that issue, you can use this and it will protect your skin. It also has its own type of skincare in it with the squalane, so it's really wonderful for your skin as far as moisturizing goes. A really big surprise for the summer has been these b.pure moisturizing hand sanitizers. They're at the Dollar Tree. They're a dupe for another formula that you can get at Sephora, and now I think Ulta. These have only $1.25, so they're really fantastic. And I think because so many people have been buying out so many, like the whole entire row of them, and no one is able to get any, and people have been looking and looking. Dollar Tree now put them at the cash register, and you're only allowed to buy 2 at a time. They just only have a couple, and they also have these cases that match different colors. It's so fun. I love this. This one is for my nephew, and I had given him one of these. He loved it. He was at a rugby tournament, and him and his friends had sprayed this on their hands when they were going to eat lunch instead of going to wash their hands. They're really great, and I love them for the car because they're just so thin and small, and they fit into like little slots, and also in your bag. So the normal one that I have is big and round, and this has been perfect, and I can refill this with whatever formula I want. The package in itself is like really great. It's like so useful being like this thin. Skipping over to nails, this is my favorite for the summer. The milky pink viral color that everyone is doing. It's actually something I've been doing for a really long time. I love anything that has like a gentle light pinkish tone on the nails. It's just so easy to have, and if you make little mistakes, it's not so obvious. If you have like a dark color, it's just a little bit blends in with your skin tone if you have a lighter skin tone like myself. And this looks really great on darker skin tones as well. Actually, I really love it. I've seen some people with shades and shades darker than me, and they have the milky pink tone on their nails, and it looks so beautiful. My favorite nail polish for this are the shears from Sally Hansen, the Color Therapy. It has argan oil in them, and you can see that the Color Therapy line that Sally Hansen has, they have like this little drop of oil. They are so smooth. And there's another one that I love a lot. This one is Sheer Nirvana. The other one that I just finished is Rose Quartz or something. I think that's the name of the color. These are the only ones that I've ever run out of. You know, you have nail polishes forever. These are the ones that I actually use time and time again. I decided to get the base coat. It is very smooth and supports the color on top. You don't necessarily need their base coat or their top coat, but I did find this to be very nourishing. I have nail ridges, which is a thing I talk about every now and then, and this kind of polish really supports if you have any type of like issues with your nails or they're very thin like mine. So I really highly recommend, and if you want that pinky milky pink color tone that is viral right now, get this one, the Sheer Nirvana. This is my main makeup item for the summer that I am loving, and it is this lip SPF 15 Fresh Sugar Coral Lip Treatment. The coral color is one that I kind of put aside, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I like it that much, and I rediscovered it because I was doing this whole entire thing on TikTok where I'm redoing or rediscovering products that I kind of put aside, going through my own stash and decluttering. And some of the items that I found that I don't want to throw away yet or I don't want to give away are things that I'm trying back again into my routine. This is so moisturizing. It's such a beautiful formula, and it has like this metal container, aluminum probably, I assume. It's very light, but it has a good weight to it, so it's a perfect gift. I mention this all the time that these Sugar Fresh lip balms are so beautiful as a gift for someone. If you want to get a lip balm, they're not cheap, but they're really high quality, and they have SPF in them, and they have some really beautiful colors. A few months ago, I decided to pick up a few Pacifica products, and it was mostly inspired by a contest they had, and I wanted to enter. I didn't win, but the contest was so fun, and there were so many beautiful people entering, and they had really great shorts and reels that they put up. And in the meantime, I discovered some products that I never really bothered to use before. And you know, I'm always trying to find things for my hair that make it kind of a bit more tamed, let the curliness be more like out there but not too wild. And you know, I have puffy hair as well, so in the summer I knew it's going to puff out, and I love to just do like mermaid styles for the summer because it really lets my hair just be its natural self. So I discovered products that I've never used before with them. I've always used makeup and skincare products with Pacifica. I never used any hair care products really. I think there was one moisturizing spray that I used once. So I have a hair in my mouth. Anyway, these are so good. They smell so good. They work really well. I absolutely am in love with their line. This banana cream beachy texture cream conditioner, beachy texture foam shampoo. Foam shampoo was a surprise. It actually foams out, but it spreads so well on your scalp, and it's such a great product. Also, because I love any type of hair balms or oils, the Beach Hair Balm Salty Waves Texture and Waves and Surfy Vibes. I'm pretty much, I have a tiny bit left. I didn't think I had any left. It just smells so good. I'm going to put it in my hair. I think normally now I'd put an oil in my hair because it's puffing out, but I'm just going to stick this in my hair instead. The little bit that I had on my hands, and just rub it through my hair. And it really inspired me to pick up this Island Vanilla hair and body mist, which I absolutely love. It's very light and has a light little spray, and the aluminum can that it's inside of can be recycled. Also, it is not a hormone disruptor, so this is a safe scent to use. I got another one, but this one is my absolute favorite for the summer. It is Island Vanilla. It's beautiful. It doesn't smell the same as the banana ones. I hope they have something like this in a scent because it's such a glorious smell. but I have enough for the moment, and they are my absolute summer faves. People keep asking me, what is that smell? Why do you smell so nice? And it's definitely a combination of all of these. Any of these actually will leave your hair smelling so glorious, I promise. But also the Island Vanilla Spray is, it's beautiful. Aside from the Pacifica, this is my real summer scent that I'm in love with. It's the Solar Flare Brazilian Caramel Dreams. This is a dupe for Brazilian Crush number 62 from Sol de Janeiro. You know I love dupes, and anytime I find one for a product that I absolutely love, this is a summer fragrance if there ever was one, this is going to be it for the summer fragrance dupe. It is from Five Below, and it's $5, and it smells so glorious. It is such a beautiful pistachio, vanilla, all the beautiful scents that come from this product are in this one for just $5. The container is huge. It's 7 ounces, 207 ml. And if you love those products, they have several other Solar Flare products that are dupes for the Sol de Janeiro products. I also really love the body oils. This one is also the same scent as the one I just showed you. And the oil, oh, so lovely. Smells so nice. So nice. I really highly recommend popping in. They have also the moisturizing dupes, but I'm just not going to talk about those today. This is another one, the Vanilla Plum Nectar. Even though it's a shimmer, it's not a sparkly shimmer. It's really gentle, and it does have a beautiful reflection in the sunlight, and you'll really love it. It smells so nice. A little bit left over on my hands, so I'm just going to run it through my hair to tame those frizzies down a little bit. Hey, that worked. It's oil. And I know the wait for Trader Joe's bags has been intense. I got a couple that we're going to decorate. My niece and I were going to like put patches on, but this one is my absolute summer fave. It is so useful, very durable. The fabric is like a burlap. It's $3.99, by the way, and you'll see just a couple out. Usually by the registers they put a couple out at the time, and if they don't have any, just check back, because it is an absolute gem. This side is the lemons, this side is the lime, and it's very large but not too big. You know, it's not like this obnoxiously huge bag, but it's perfect for the beach because if any sand gets on it, you can just wipe it away. You can get a little bit of water and things on it and it won't ruin the bag. So adorable. I'm absolutely in love with this bag. I'm so glad I got it. It's perfect for the summer and just kind of toting it around, putting whatever in, and it's just a great bag. The next thing that is one of my summer faves is this little guy. It's from McDonald's. It's kind of obvious. It looks like a tiny little Happy Meal, and it's been the new Happy Meal toy. And I tend not to bother with Happy Meal toys or any of those types of McDonald's or fast food things. I find them really kind of like chaotic and people can get really obsessed with it. But when this came out just recently, I really wanted to see what they had. So I got a couple of these. I'm going to open this one right now. They put it in a little tissue. And the toy in this one is an identical Happy Meal toy. I actually love it, and it looks like the bottom comes out. It does. And you have like little, I don't know if they're like little French fry things inside there, but it is so cute. I was so pleased when this came out because there was a couple of them that I actually do want. I don't want the whole collection. I actually love that one, and I'd love to have the Boo Bucket. And that one's kind of special to me because of my nephew and my niece. I used to have the Boo Bucket for them. It's kind of a special one, and when I saw that I thought, you know what, it would just really be sweet if I had the little version and I look at it and it makes me smile. I don't mind the little Happy Meal one. It's not really a memory from my childhood. I didn't really have McDonald's food when I was growing up at all. Of course I wanted to. I mean, it's really enticing and it looks fun and I wanted to go there and play, but it wasn't part of the food that my parents provided for us. But I do appreciate them, and I do love a Diet Coke. So I do pop in every now and then, or more than now and then, to get a Diet Coke, and everyone loves their French fries, but it's not on my food plan at the moment. But I did purchase a couple of Happy Meals so I could experience opening these up. I have 2 more that I haven't opened, so I'm a little bit curious and I'm excited to see what they are. But it's a summer fave. It's fun, you know, something lighthearted. My next summer fave is this from Sprite. It's 0 sugar plus tea. I don't like Sprite, but I love the taste of lemon lime, and more importantly, I love iced tea. I love tea. You know, I always bring up tea, and I love drinking tea. This isn't a green tea, even though it's green, so it's not healthy, but I do love the taste of lemon lime with tea. When I lived in Germany, I used to drink a light seltzery product that they had that had like an iced tea in it and a lemon. I could never find it in the States because it's a German product. I don't remember what it's called, but it's absolutely glorious. I put a cold one right inside of here, little cozy. Oh my gosh, it is so good. And this is the summer drink. I usually have a seltzer that I love and I show you, and I still drink my matcha. This is my summer drink, and if you can find it, let me know. My friend Delilah is having a really hard time finding it where she is in Texas. I'm up in New England and I found it, but I'm seeing it being now sold out. People are catching on and they love it. If you get a taste of this and if you like it, please let me know in the comments below. I'm really curious, and I'm not sure if you can gossip about yourself or not, but here's my gossip. It's about me, and I had lost a little bit of weight, and it's because I joined this weightlifting program that was inspired by Elena Davison. This is a creator that I've been following for several years, someone I really enjoy watching, and she's just funny. She's really quirky and has a really different personality as a creator, that someone I kind of relate to, and I find her very inspiring. And a few years ago, she started this program where she was lifting weights. I guess it's a weightlifting program out of Canada, and I don't know, when she started to do a program with them that invited a lot of people to come and join for a few months to learn how they manage the weightlifting, how they learn to do it, and also how to eat properly in order to do that. I decided to join in because it's something I've always wanted to learn about. Someone like me who's doing running or walking a lot, and it's just kind of like, what can I do next to feel better and really get on track with how I'm eating and gain more muscle. But in that process, I ended up losing a lot of weight. So I lost a stone and 2 pounds, and I think my main goal is 2 stones, so I'm really almost getting there really closely. So I have a little bit ways to go, but I think with the tracking of it, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get there. But more importantly, I want to gain muscle, and these aren't that muscular, but they're doing a little bit better than they were. And this area, I'm an apple shape, so I gain weight in my torso from like here, and my legs and arms tend to kind of just be okay, but I want them to be muscular. I want to be more toned, and this is what's happening so far. I've ended up losing a bit of weight and hopefully gaining muscle, so it'll kind of even out, and I'll look at it at some point and reassess where I'm at. But I definitely have a long way to go with lifting. It's really fun, but I didn't know how to do it properly, and this program really helped me a lot. They ended it, and maybe they'll pick it up again in the autumn. I'm not sure, but I'm still following it on my own because I have all the information there. But that is my gossip, and also one of my summer faves because it's helping me feel more secure and confident. My shoulders being a bit more rounded, kind of learning to roll them back again. This is what happens when you're on the computer a lot and you're like hunched over, your shoulders get rounded, and it's not a good look. You don't look like confident and like sitting up straight. I also lost like height, and I'm gaining that back just by learning how to keep my body upright a little bit better. So that's my big gain and one of my summer faves. A little bit of gossip, but yeah, so that's something that I've been working on, and hopefully something I can share with you all at some point. If you're curious, let me know. Once I meet one of my major next goals, I'll probably talk about it a little bit more. So on to some flops. This is an energy bar from Trader Joe's. I tried all of their energy bars that do not have dairy and eggs. I love dairy and eggs. I can't digest them very well. So in the meantime, while I'm doing this body building type program, I needed to up my protein gain. And I know that's like everyone hears about it constantly, but guess what? We need to have more protein in order to gain more muscle. And I've had to figure out ways to get more protein in my body because I was at like the 50 grams point and I need 120 grams. that's a huge difference. So I started eating different protein products to help get that into my system. And I'm one of those people that can't eat dairy and eggs really on the regular. This one is the peanut butter one. I don't like it. It tastes weird. It's 270 calories. It's too many calories for something that just doesn't taste really, really good. So I'm kind of bummed, and I've been switching to trying different energy bars and protein bars actually. If you have any advice and ones that you recommend, let me know. I am open to hearing all different options. So that was a big flop for me because I love Trader Joe's and I really enjoy a lot of their products, but that one wasn't that great. Another flop is my planting project for growing grass and catnip for my cat and cat mint. I just can't get this going. I'm really struggling. The grass that I've planted for her has not done any growth at all. I'm just having like a lot of bugs in the soil. And the catnip I've purchased from Tractor Supply, it kind of is, it looks beautiful and then it dies out. I don't know how to care for it. It's the second year I've been doing this, and I had a cat mint plant that was huge and that thing died, but that's a huge summer flop. I was really hoping I would have this like beautiful grass for her to eat and chew on, and I'd plant it in something a bit flatter so she could roll in. She's an indoor cat. Didn't work. One of the flops that I don't really have an example for is anything that made me break out. I cannot stand it when I try new products, new moisturizers, new things that are meant to be, you know, like make your skin glow and make your skin healthier and happier, and my face breaks out. Huge flop. Several products that have that happen, I tend not to mention it unless if I'm doing an acne video and I'm saying stay away from this product, only because it might work so well for someone else with like dry skin, normal skin, non-acne prone reactive skin, and I don't want to discourage them from using that product. It just might be really bad for my type of skin. So I'm always like, here's like a side note as a fave, I always mention the Malaysia benzoyl peroxide. This has saved me time and time again. Sometimes I can't use it at the same time as trying a product, like if it has vitamin C in it or retinol products, or retin A, I cannot use it with the benzoyl peroxide, so I put it aside, and then when my face breaks out, I bring it back. So this has been a savior. This is not the flop, but products that make my skin break out, meh. Speaking of products that made my face break out, some of the samples that I've used from Sephora have been some major flops, but that's one of the good reasons why take advantage of the sample system they have. You can get 3 at a time if you have a Sephora card, which is free. And I don't work for any of these companies. I don't work for Sephora. I don't have anything gifted. I purchased everything myself, just as a reminder, because I do mention Sephora a lot, and it's only been because they're such a great place to go and try different products. And if it does make your face break out or does cause a reaction, you will have a win that you didn't buy it, and you already know ahead of time whether or not you want to invest in that or not. Products cost a lot of money, and I'm trying to save money, but I still love skincare, makeup, and hair care. And this is one of the ways I do that, by not buying something nilly-willy and then finding out it really sucked and I don't want to return it. I hate returning products. I just don't like it. So flops are products that didn't work out for me, but there's some good ones in here that I've tried that have been fantastic and I went out and purchased. So please never get rid of this like sample system Sephora, because it's really helped me save a lot of money and also be introduced to products that I never knew I would have liked in the first place. A big flop for me and a big disappointment was this Aussie Miracle Cures mousse. I was so excited. It has coconut oil in it, and I really thought this was going to be a fantastic product. It makes the top of your head just like flatten, and it doesn't let that part like puff up and be wavy if you're trying to get a wave out of your hair. So I decided to give it a try before I dumped it, which I don't like doing. I like to finish my products because yeah, it's a waste of money otherwise. And I've just been applying it from here down, and it lets your hair have wavy curls. It is not moisturizing though, which is really disappointing because it has coconut oil in it, and there's just not a moisturizing effect to it. So if you want waves and curls, make sure you have your hair really detangled in advance, because it will make your hair a bit tangly, but you can get the waves and curls from it. So I was able to make it a save and use it in a better way, but it's not good for the top of your hair. Another flop is this one from Maui Moisture, and it's the oil spray, coconut oil, Nourish and Moisture Coconut Milk Weightless Oil Mist for dry hair. It just makes your hair super, super greasy, and the best you can do is just use a tiny bit. I'm not going to put it in my hair now because I already have so much in there now, but if you want to flatten some of those frizzies, just use a tiny bit and, you know, rub it on your hands and rub it through your hair. It'll flatten down the frizzies. But I found that the way I really wanted to use it was spray it, because it has a sprayer. It smells fantastic. I wanted to spray it through my hair and be able to have it be moisturizing, and it just ended up being really oily. Even when I tried it with lighter spray, it just didn't work out. I love all their ingredients and all their, like, everything about their products and their brand. This wasn't a win for me. Instead, I've been using it at nighttime, spraying it from here down and then braiding my hair, and it's been a beautiful support for the hair before you wash it. You can do this 15-20 minutes before you wash your hair, but wearing it overnight is probably the best option. That's why I'm almost out, because I've been doing that instead. It's been supporting my hair in a different way. So I think it's just a different direction, but I find it a flop for what I initially meant for it to be a purpose for. Every year I like to mention a summer series that I've been watching that I've been loving, but I found the summer series that I plan to watch, to love, to be a huge flop for me is And Just Like That. And you know, I love a summer series and I love to recommend something that I enjoy. This was the one I was like, this summer, this is going to be the show I'm going to watch and have a great time watching, because I'm really excited about carrying on with Carrie Bradshaw and her adventures. I watched Sex and the City, and even though a lot of the show is kind of cringy, especially because the time frame it was made and then thinking about today, that's all right. I watched the series anyway and I enjoyed it. It's really funny and I love the relationships they have with each other as friends. So seeing them into their further adult years and how that went about it's really interesting. I thought that's a great idea. We want to see what other women are up to as adults, and I love New York City, so it's a good vibe. But the show has such a negative thing going on with the character of Carrie, and I think it's a bit of a flop, and I've been really discouraged with what they did with the Aiden character. And if you're up to watching it at this moment, if you're up to the, like, what's going on, you'll know what I mean. They really made his personality a huge disappointment. He was one of the reasons why I loved Sex and the City, because he was, you know, a really stand-up man, and he wasn't a huge disappointment as a man, but in this series he is, and that makes this a huge flop for summer series. And the one positive summer series, even though I'm in the flop range right now, is Portlandia. That's on Netflix. They brought it back and I've been watching it, and it just really lifts my spirits. So that is now my summer series instead of And Just Like That. That's okay. There's so many seasons of Portlandia and it's so wacky. It is cringy at times, but it's so fun and inventive, and it really boosts my mood, and that's really what I want. I want a happy, exciting, positive summer, and I really recommend Portlandia if you haven't checked it out yet. It's basically these two people that are different characters throughout each episode, and they can bring them back through episode to episode, and you'll kind of like see these goth people, which I absolutely love, and these two women that own a bookstore, Women and Women First, and they're just awful, but it's so funny. I always like to pick out an absolute fave, and it's two. It's going to be the Sprite Zero plus tea. It is so fantastic. I'm loving it. Every day I grab one and drink it, and I'm like, please don't stop providing this Sprite. Please don't run out of these. And the Pacifica Beach Hair Balm Salty Waves, I have to get another container of this. It is so good. I only think I have a tiny bit left. I was surprised that any came out of the container at all, because I've been just like gobbling it up. My hair loves it. I highly recommend that product. If you want to protect your hair and have like a little beachy scent to your hair, that's the one to go with. And yeah, what are your summer faves? Let me know, and I will drink this up and catch you on the next video.